amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much and remain blessed. Whenever you look my video, whenever you watch my video, share the video to all platforms. Share it to family and friends. Share it in your WhatsApp group so that people can get information on what is happening in the contraption called Nigeria, mainly against the Biafrans, against the Duduas, against the indigenous people in the contraption called Nigeria. I try as much as possible to set the record straight. I don't preach hate speech. I don't speak against people. I set the record straight. The only important thing I do here is to make sure that the plight of the people remains on the front burner and the world will know the true story of what is going on in the contraption called Nigeria.
Mr. President should quit the office of being the Minister of Petroleum. He has failed in that duty. So let him face his duty as Executive President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We shouldn't be moving from pillar to post, struggling with deregulation, struggling with subsidy. We are just getting confused, and this is not the best. It's killing the economy.
It's funny to hear that kind of statement from a prof. Funny in the sense that it's giving us the impression, or giving the public the impression, that there's a deadline. So somebody's controlling it. Somebody set a timeline for how this will run. That statement is suspect, if you ask me.
There's also this fuel scarcity. President Buhari has said all these people importing the adulterated fuel should be sanctioned. What do you have to say about it?
It's also interesting that the president, who is at the helm of affairs in petroleum, is allowing things to slip off his fingers, because how did the adulterated fuel come in a border where you can't even import some things? Yeah, granted that there's a lift on the ban of importation and all of that. So how did fuel, an adulterated one for that matter, got into the system? So it's a question on him, not the public. Then two, for how long do we continue in this same old circle? The man who's naturally endowed with crude is the one who, well, because other people are doing the struggle and trouble of exploring this from the ground and then sending it out, go and refine, then come and sell to you back. It's foolishness, if you ask me. It's foolishness on the part of every Nigerian who is not thinking about solution to this whole old system that has lasted for too long a time. It's unfortunate, but like I said, or I will keep telling people, a quick solution to this is modular refinery. Regardless of what Dangote is setting out there, if you consider the need in Nigeria, in West Africa and Africa of refined product need, and the fact that your crude has over 20 byproducts, then the amount of losses we are making by exporting crude and then importing refined product is a big colossal loss that brings a big question that need to be answered by all the people that have been manning NNPC, manning DPRO, manning everything that connects and concerns petroleum products in this country.
From the information we had from the government, they said that it was they specifically mentioned MRS as the marketer that has been importing adulteration fuel. Now, from the information we've been hearing also, that MRS has denied that report, that they never actually imported adulteration fuel. So if MRS has said they not imported adulteration fuel, and if the president is saying that they should sanction them, and yet MRS filling stations are all working, so to me, I don't see that as a political thing, because I don't understand. Now, recently they said they were talking about removing subsidy. Then, all of a sudden, they said, look, they are no longer removing subsidy. They are sending the what they call it, the art, the subsidy, help me with that word, that they are going to send back to the House of the House of Assembly the electoral act for their amendment, and now not less than a week or 2 weeks before that, after that time, we have not seen queue all over Abuja. All over Abuja. That is if you take a good observation, you'll see that at that very point, when they were telling us that, oh, they are no longer removing subsidy, it has been postponed to 18 months, which means technically they are pushing the burden to the next government that is coming to power. And within that period, we start seeing queue all over Abuja. Not only Abuja, all over the country. And not quite long, they are not telling us now that MRS, that the people who have imported agitation fuel, you understand? Now, from there, and MRS has denied importing agitation fuel. Now the president is not telling us now that, oh, they are going to sanction those who are importing agitation fuel. And MRS filling station, they are working. They were working day for yesterday night. The situation is still there working. Did the president need to say it that they need to sanction those who are involved before NNPC should go there and lock up those filling stations? If truly they are importing additional fuel. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. If truly MRS is importing additional fuel, the president don't need to come up because it's an offense already on its own. I will not say that MRS is bigger than Nigeria, that it can just import additional fuel on his will to the detriment of Nigerians. Look at how people are suffering. We are saying that the economy is not moving the way it's supposed to be. Now somebody is not importing additional fuel. Now it's now become a war between the government and the marketer. You import, I did not import. Does that make sense? Doesn't make sense. So to me, it's just political. So we don't really know what is going on. So not until we dig into this matter to know what is exactly going on, because this government will just come and they just tell us something, and everybody will just follow it instead of even investigating as an individual. It's your right to investigate to find out if what these people are saying is true, and you bring it to the members of the public that these people they are misleading you.
Because I believe the first scarcity is man-made, and it's really bringing ownership on the citizens, especially workers like us. Going to work is a very tedious exercise now because of this first scarcity, which is totally man-made. So I totally agree with the president on that.
Actually, Nigeria is still staggering within the petroleum sector. Without being blamed for sounding political, Mr. President should not be the Minister of Petroleum. If anybody should be blamed, Mr. President should take the 80% of the blame, because he should be the one supervising the petroleum sector. NNPC, they are answerable to the ministry. Other agencies are answerable to the ministry. So looking for whom to blame, the office of Mr. President, who assumed the Minister of Petroleum for about 6 years now, should be blamed. So that's, yeah, he's the Minister of Petroleum. So to me, things are not working, and blaming Dangote or MRS or other fuel importers is not the issue. Government agencies should be held responsible to have been able to supervise the petrol before being brought into Nigeria. To me, it's a sabotage, and somebody should be held responsible. For a matter of urgency, Mr. President should quit the office of being the Minister of Petroleum. He has failed in that duty. So let him face his duty as Executive President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We shouldn't be moving from pillar to post, struggling with deregulation, struggling with subsidy. We are just getting confused, and this is not the best. It's killing the economy. Things are just falling apart. There is pressure everywhere, and the poor masses are suffering. You can get it. That's my submission to that.
They've made such promises in the past, but they have not lived up to these promises. And it's like they are in favor of these bandits, because some Boko Haram people, they come out and say they are going to help them to fit into society. It's like they are encouraging those guys, and it's like the bug. Our younger ones are being beaten by the bug now, because find all these young boys now are going to ritual killings. The blood is just flowing in every way possible. Blood is just flowing in Nigeria. It just keeps getting worse. Now it's now young boys going to occult him, young girls killing people. I mean, it's just getting worse.
An issue of adulterated fuel in the country. Well, the president has spoken anyway, as he's supposed to, as the leader of the country. He has told the people in charge to hold the people accountable, those who imported it. But the fact remains, we will only hear it on the air, but the actions taken, we will not know. This is not the first time issues like this is coming up. We will only hear the president has spoken. But to hold the authorities concerned accountable, to be able to bring the people to justice, not to book this time around. We will not hear anything. We will not hear it. We have heard he has spoken, yes, as a leader, but we are expecting to see more.
And this is the same kind of promises we've been getting, you know, even the previous government and the present government keep having the same position concerning the insurgency and Boko Haram situation in the country. So I don't take the such statement seriously anymore, except with commitment. But because without commitment, anything they say is not something I think we should take seriously.
Thank you so much for your patience to watch from the beginning to the end. I hope you have learned something from the video you have just watched. The video you have just watched is to bring information to your doorstep and for educational purpose. It is not to demonize anybody. Let us watch continuously and see who can be able to make a sense out of every nonsense we are seeing. We must continue. We move. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they say. They will kill us. We will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra is here. Thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please kindly subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so that you're notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you. And remember, blessed. Bye-bye. See you again.